Welcome back. The show that we like to review is back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. What's up, y'all? Y'all know what that song is for. That's for my Oval heads. That's the people that watch the Oval with me and love when I review it. So shout outs to Simply Be Yourself 100, Tia Divine, Miss Tasha, June Bill. See, so many of y'all, all of y'all that love when I review Tyler Perry's comedy, The Oval. So here I am. It's season 2. Now, let me tell you something. I did not know this was, I knew it was coming back in February. I didn't know it was coming on tonight. I happened to be scrolling through Twitter, minding my business, and then I see an ad for it. And they said actually the whole evening was a Tyler Perry evening because before that, Medea's farewell play came on, and then The Oval. And they had The Oval coming on at 10:30. Now listen, y'all. You see the bags under my eye. I hope this ain't coming on 10:30 every Tuesday now. I need you to come on a little bit earlier because the brother got to go to bed and get his rest. But listen. So it's on. It came on, I think, 10:30. And it picked up right where all the crazy madness left off. Last season we saw creepy. First of all, I don't remember people's names. When did this show go off? When did last season end? Because it feels like it's been forever. I don't remember nobody's name no more. I'm just gonna be making up names if I can't. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that person. So anyway, it picks up where it left off. Crazy, creepy Jason. That's his name, right? That's the president's son. We know that that poor girl, he done had his way with her, left her under the bed, dead, strangled, whatever. So now here comes Mrs. Garrett. That's what I'm calling this maid because I don't know what her name is. Mrs. Garrett comes up in there. She's an older maid. She come to clean Jason's room. She just trying to do her job, y'all. She's just trying to do her job. She goes in there and she sees the body under the bed. Her co-worker's under the bed. And she loses it. So for about 10, 15 minutes, she's like, she's doing that because she doesn't see the dead body under the bed. She's speechless. She's she did that. She didn't do the oh Lord. If it was a black maid, she'd have been like, Lord Jesus, help me. But she didn't do that. So Tyler just had her doing the She did that for, like I said, forever. Meanwhile, while she's doing that, trying to find her way to get somebody to help her because she was dramatic. She went to the couch. She went over here. She just screamed something. No. She does none of that. She just and around. So now as she's doing that, frightened and all that, Sam, y'all remember Sam, right? Sam was the one who got a little hard on when the first lady was trying to seduce him last season. So now it picks up right there. His wife walks in on him with a little hard on, and she's like, what's going on? And this had me cracking up because their dialogue was, Sam, let me pull your pants down, let me see your thing. Why are you saluting the flag? Why? And he's like, no, baby, it's not what it is. She said, what's going on? I will burn this whole White House down. I will F that lady up. She's like, I will breach security. Sam, you better tell me what's going on. And Sam was like, she's like, pull your pants down now, Sam. She's telling Sam to pull his pants down. And she's like, I want to see if you smell like that, smell like that chick. Talking about the first lady, you better pull them pants down. And he wouldn't, and I'm like, and he's like, we're in the White House, we're in the kitchen of the White House, and you telling me to pull my pants down. So as that's going on, that was hilarious. Here comes Miss Garrett, the maid. So they're like, oh my God, what's wrong? She passes out or whatever have you, so they take her out on the stretcher. So I guess she never tells anybody that this poor body is under the bed. There's still a body under the bed. And nobody knows. So as that commotion is going on, here comes the first lady in her sexy bathrobe, lingerie, whatever. Sam's wife is pissed. She's like, you see this whole tension there. And, that's when she tells Sam, you leave so me and the first lady can speak. And the first lady was like, yeah, you can leave so me and her can speak because this seems to be she seems to be, there might be some issues going on. And, let her leave. Like the first lady's like, yeah, I ain't scared of you. And listen, Sam's wife looked like she was ready to. So she's like, he said, no, there's a threat. I have to stay here, ma'am, because there's a threat. She said, oh, where's the threat at? He said something like the South Lawn. She said, you sure the threat's not here in the kitchen? First lady wants all the smoke. She wants all the smoke. This is why this show makes me laugh. She wants all the smoke. She's like, you sure that the beef ain't here in the kitchen? The problem ain't here in the kitchen with me and your wife? And she's like, Sam, you should leave because I'm not feeling too comfortable being dressed like this in front of you. Just ridiculous. And she was like, your wife has a question for me. And his wife had said to her something like, it's kind of early for you to be in that little robe. She said, oh, I took a hot bath. She was picking. She was totally picking. I thought we were going to get one of those dynasty cat fight things, but no, they didn't do that. They didn't do that. So yeah, so they just dealt with the Miss Garrett being carried out on a stretcher. That's how they left that. Now, let's go on down to the grandchildren. Gail and her name is Gail, right? Gail and Jason, and they're with Grandmama, who has she's just evil and throwing slurs, and her and Gail having the conversation, and Gail's like, I don't want to be on this plane, and I'm not scared of you and all this. And Grandma's another one who wants all the smoke. She's like, oh, you want to be tortured? I will see to it. She's basically saying, I will see to it. I gave my people clear instructions on to torture you. And see, Gail looking at her like, I ain't scared of you, old lady. But I'm like, you need to be, because this lady looked like she's just, first of all, she's straight from hell. She's evil. She don't like this whole family is just sick and twisted. So she's like, I'm going to punish you. And she tell her what you need to do is punish your grandson, Jason, who been in that bathroom on this private plane, jerking off this whole time. And I was like, wow, they just get crazy. And let's go to my other people. We're going to get back to them. Let's move on to Nancy. Y'all remember Nancy and Richard. Now let's refresh. Last season, we found out that Nancy was tipping and dipping back in the day when Richard was away at the war. She had a baby by somebody else. Now, Nancy get on my nerve. That's the one I used to call Miss Loretta, because she do all that Miss Loretta stuff. Oh, Lord, oh, Jesus. Oh. Now, that's what she's doing this episode, too. What annoys me with her is you tipped and dipped out on your man. You surprised him, or hurt him, rather, I should say, by saying, surprise! That boy is actually my son, not my nephew, so you're a liar. You can't be trusted. He wants you to leave the house. He wants you to get out. And she's like, and I'm telling you, I'm not going. She's staying. She's trying to cook him food. He was like, listen, Nancy, you need to go. Then he said to her, can you at least tell me who the father of this child is? You betrayed him. She's like, listen, I'm sorry, and you can hate me all you want, but I'm going to love. She gets on my nerves. I'm going to love on you no matter what. Listen, you're going to love on him so much, tell him who the daddy is. Tell him who the daddy is of Picky. Tell him who the child's father is. That you owe him that. It's been all these years. Why is she keeping that secret? That was really irritating me. Why are you keeping that secret? That was totally irritating me. So she's in there cooking or whatever. Richard came over there, grabbed that salad, threw it in the sink like Richard, and he's still sore from, his wounds. And she's like, Richard, you gonna hurt yourself. Richard said, let me tell you something. He said, look, I done canceled all your credit cards. And she's like, that's fine. She's still on this, and I'm telling you, I'm not going stuff. I ain't going, I'm gonna love on you. Listen, tell the man whose child that is. Stop being like that. So, no, she's still holding her ground. He said, you know what? And I know you paid for that funeral, but guess what? That check is about to biz ounce. Said that check is about to bounce. I laughed so hard. She did one of her, oh, Lord, Richard, this is not who you are. This ain't who you are. He said, well, apparently I don't know who you are, hoe. Basically, that's what he was calling her, hoe. I don't know who you are, deceitful hoe. He ain't say that, but that's how I interpreted it. That's what he said. Oh, I was cracking up. And so, Nancy, come on. Tell the man you're wrong. She's wrong. This is what I don't understand. You're wrong. You held this lie for years. You don't understand why Richard's upset. You think you're going to make him some dinner and that's going to just solve all the problems? No. I don't understand why she won't tell him, at least tell him who the father is. So she was like, listen, you got to pay for that funeral. He hit her with one of my lines. He said, tell his daddy to do it. I would have totally said the same thing. Get his daddy. And then that was how that scene was. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Now, remember, Lily is on the run. Lily's in the cabin. Look like they're in some little cabin. Her and Muscle Boy Bobby. Who does he get more muscles this season? I don't know. I'm starting to hate on him because y'all know I've been working out and I'm trying to get. But Dad, he's like. Ah. So anyway, she's with Bobby and Bobby's telling her, she can count on him. And why was he so sweaty? I didn't understand. Did y'all notice that? Go back and look at that. Why was Bobby, what was he sweating for? Did he carry her from DC to the cabin and it was hot that day? Why was he so sweaty? I was like, why is this brother so sweaty? Why is he sweating so hard? He was sweating. Maybe he's nervous or whatever. So he's telling her, listen. Oh, I dropped my notes. He says, listen to me. Trust me. Stick with me, baby. I'm going to help you. We're going to get through this because, Donald and Kyle, they trying to kill her. She knows too much. She's seen too much. We also learn in this episode, trying to go through everybody, she knows too much. She's seen too much. We know that Diane, who was fired, she's on a rampage. She's trying to expose everybody. And we find out that Max is still alive. The first lady is watching the news and she sees that agents have been killed in this whole love triangle story, and they say one of the agents survived. And so she goes to the president and Donald. She's like, listen, Max is still alive, you idiots. Y'all messed this up. Y'all thought y'all were going to cover up my husband having this side piece and the side piece getting killed. Y'all think y'all was going to... It's not going to work. Max is still alive. How Max survived this thing, I don't know. But anyway, Diane has this plan that she's going to meet with Max to try to save Max, get him out of that hospital because he's in danger too. Because if he comes to, they're going to try to kill him. This is the thing I was kind of lost with. When that whole thing got shot up and y'all know these are agents, why doesn't Max have security at the hospital with him? That was a little weird to me. But Max has survived. And Diane has a plan. She goes in there. I thought she was about to get killed or something. She goes into the hospital to see Max. And she's talking to him. First of all, looks like he's out. He's out like a light. She's just talking. I thought that was strange that she's talking to him like, Max, I'm just going to try to get you out of here. And I know that this whole fake affair thing is a thing to cover up the stuff that the president is doing, but I can help you. So I was like, interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But still, I'm saying to myself, why ain't no security? And y'all know Diane is a threat. Why isn't anybody watching her? But if they did, it wouldn't be, wouldn't be the Oval. Wouldn't be the Oval if they did that. So, what happened after that? Barry and Ruth. Y'all remember Barry. See, y'all remember Barry. The one who I said was a terrible actor. He did pretty good in this episode because usually all his scenes, I'll be like, what? Dude, but I ain't going to hate. He on TV. I'm on the YouTube. So listen, I ain't going to hate. But anyway, Barry took his baby mama Ruth down to the precinct. I thought this scene was stupid. So he's manhandling her, pushing her down. And tell him. They get to the police precinct and he's like, I brought her down here because she kidnapped my daughter and I have custody. The old goofy police officer's like, wait a minute, slow your roll. I'll handcuff you. Let her explain what's going on. She says, he brought me down here. He kidnapped me. He said, did you kidnap her? Barry was like, no, I didn't kidnap her. I brought her down here so she could tell me where our child was. I thought that whole scene was dumb. What kind of police officer is this? You just, oh, well, he just went and arrested Barry. You know what? You're getting arrested. That is kidnapping. You brought her down here against her will. That is How is that kid? He brought her to turn her in, dummy. So the police officer, unless maybe that police officer is down with the Rakadushi, because you know that Rakadushi cult. Did I say the name right? Rakadushi, Ramadushi, whatever. You know that Rakadushi cult run deep. Maybe he's down with the cult, because I'm like, how do you just arrest Barry? So poor Barry, he's under arrest. So they also show us in this episode Barry's girlfriend, Sharon, still working at the pharmacy. Is there no other place you could work? She's still working at the pharmacy with Kareem, the dude she was messing around with when she was taking a little break from Barry. And now he's all in his feelings. Kareem, that's his name, right? Kareem, the pharmacist, and he's all in Sharon's feelings. And he's telling Sharon, oh, girl, are you pregnant? Is that why you back with him? Whoa. Why doesn't this chick have a new job? That's all I'm saying. Why don't you have a new job? Why are you still... Listen, that whole thing last season where Barry ran his car through the place because you was... First of all, you and Barry back together, right? But you're still working with the dude that you was sleeping around with, which is at the same location where Barry ran his car through the place because he caught y'all getting it on. Why are you there? And so you telling him how you love Barry and this and that, and you know what, you need to hire someone else so you can stay up out of my face. How about you get another job? Do that, Sharon. You get another job. That's all I got to say on that. That whole thing irked me. Get another job. Now, let's roll on back to Lily and Bobby. Lily tells Bobby, you know, I overheard something. I overheard that the president killed someone. So Bobby said, Molly, you in danger, girl. You in more danger than we thought. Here, take this gun. Listen, take this gun. If somebody come through that door and it ain't me, you shoot them. So I'm like, okay. You know how to use a gun, Lily. Take that gun. That's what he tells her. So he gets in contact with Diane. Diane gets in contact with him, telling him, I need your help on something. So basically, she needs his help moving Max to safety. So they're going to bring him down to this little cabin where they at right now. And that's what they're going to do with that. Now, let's go on back to Grandma and the grandchildren. Oh, my goodness. Jason comes out the bathroom. He done finished doing whatever he was doing. She said, what were you doing in that bathroom, Jason? She's just talking all low to him. Now, you know Jason don't have it all. And she's talking all reckless and crazy to him. And he's like, Grandma, how long are we going to be here? I need to get back. I left something in my room. She's like, your room? Oh, you fool. Then he threatens to kill them all by opening the door of the private jet, because apparently it's just that easy to just open it and let it all, just kill everybody. And I'm trying to figure out, who else is on the plane with them? Because Grandma's this powerful. She's that deal. She's that thing. Ain't no security there. So she's having this back and forth with her crazy, weird grandson. And he basically tells her, Grandma, listen, I heard someone. He basically told her he killed a girl in the room. And he called Grandma a bitch, too. You're a bitch, Grandma. I would never say that to my grandmother, but my grandmother ain't his grandmother. But he said, called his grandmother Eve and said, it should have been you. And she's like, boy, what are you saying? So he basically tells his grandmother, I killed someone. Grandma don't believe him. So she's like, soon as this plane lands, I'm having you committed. He said, well, what would make this plane turn around wouldn't it something make this plane turn around if you weren't well? Are you okay? Then he proceeds to choke out Granny. And that's where it ended. That's where it ended. So we got to come back next week to see what's going on. This was entertaining. As always, it's crazy. But you know me. I like them to go. You're going to go crazy. I need you to go all the way. So I can't wait because I want to see, did he choke Granny out? What's going to happen? What's going to happen on that plane? Interesting. Who's going to discover the little girl up under the young lady, I should say, up under the bed dead? When they going to discover her? I guess they're going to move Max to this cabin. This thing is just going to unfold. Is Barry ever going to get his daughter back from the Ragadushi? Because now Barry's in jail. Miss Nancy, are you going to get out the house and at least let Richard clear his mind a little bit? Because he's hurt right now. These are the things I want answers to. And why won't she tell him who the father is of Picky? Why won't she just do that? That's all I have. Those are my questions. So you guys tell me your thoughts on tonight's episode. Did you like it? Was it over the top like it always is? Or did you want it to be a little bit more over the top? I thought it was good. I enjoyed it tonight. I thought it had me laughing. It had me interested. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen next week. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video.